In today's class, we are going to use 2 yoga blocks, or if you don't have 2 yoga blocks, you can use 2 books. We are going to warm up before our standing balancing sequences with some spinal motions. So we're going to be in the yoga blocks in front of you, hands underneath of your shoulders, knees underneath of your hips, and a spine is a neutral, no arch and no curl. And we're going to rock ourselves back and rock forward. We're pushing from the arms to rock back, and then from your legs to rock forward. You're reaching your sit bones back, and you keep reaching your sit bones back as you reach in the crown of your head forward. We can exhale to rock back. We can inhale to rock forward. But in general, just invite the breathing into your exercise, into your body, and just do what your body wants to do. One more set. Rock forward and rock back. Bringing yourself back to center. We're going to start curling sequentially from your tail, from your navel, from your solar plexus, from your head, and then arch from your tail, from your navel, from your solar plexus, from your head. As you curl, you're rocking back from your tail, from your navel, from your solar plexus, from your head. And as you arch from your tail, you're rocking forward from your navel, from your solar plexus, from your head. And repeat again, curling, rocking back, sequentially curling your spine from your tail to the head. Rock forward, sequentially arch from your tail to the head. One more time. Curl from your tail and arch from your tail. And then next one, we are going to curl with the head, solar plexus, navel, and your tail. And arch with your head, solar plexus, navel, and your tail. Curl from your head to the tail. Arch from your head to the tail. Rocking back as you curl from your head. Rocking forward as you arch from your head. Come back to neutral, come back to center. And we're going to have a combination. So you curl from your tail, from your navel, from your solar plexus, and from your head. You begin to arch from your head, from your solar plexus, from your navel, and your tail. You curl from your tail. You arch from your head. And curl from your tail. Arch from your head. And curl from your tail. And arch from your head. One more. And curl from your tail. And arch from your head. Come back to center. And here we're going to curl and arch from your solar plexus. So we have the curl from your solar plexus, At this time, your tail and the head curls at the same time. Arch from the solar plexus. Your tail and the head arches at the same time. And again, and curl from the solar plexus, from the middle of your back. Arch from the solar plexus. Still shifting your weight slightly back as you curl from your solar plexus. Still shifting your weight forward as you arch from your solar plexus. And curl. And arch. And last one, and curl. And arch. And we continue warming up our body, our abdominals and our legs, activating your abdominals, activating your glutes so that we can stand and balance in standing. So we're going to bring the knee on the yoga block, and the opposite arm is going to be on the yoga block. In this case, this is my right knee on the yoga block and left hand on the yoga block. And here you're bringing your hand on the mat, and you can feel that it's kind of like makes you a little bit lopsided, a little bit cricket, and that's okay. So here we're going to lift that hand and the opposite knee off the floor, and we bring it back down. Again, as you lift, your pelvis come back to square, your shoulders come back to square. As you're bringing back down to the floor, your shoulders and your pelvis are not square anymore. And we do again, and lift. And release down. And lift. And release down. And you lift. And you extend the opposite arm and opposite leg away from each other. And then you bend. And then you release down. You lift off the floor. You extend. You bend. And you release down. And you lift. And extend. And back. And down. We lift. We extend. Your arm is circles back as your leg is circles forward. And bending back. And release down. The foot on the yoga block can be flexed like so, or also can be pointed for the more challenge. And so there is very important thing when you're going to circle your leg, don't hike your hip. Your foot can try to touch the floor. Keep your pelvis square. And bringing back down. And again, lift, extend, bring your arm back, your leg forward, and bring it back, and bring it down. We are going to lift the right knee off the yoga block. You can be staying here, that's okay. If you can extend your leg, that's awesome. And you are going to lift the hand off the yoga block. You can bring it behind you, maybe not, and bring it back down. And we do it again. And lift. You can just slightly release your hand from the yoga block. Find your balance. Bring it back and down. And repeat again. Lift your knee. And lift your fingertips. And bring it down. One more time, lift your knee. Extend your leg if you wish. And then find the balance by extending the opposite arm forward and come back. And we're going to switch sides. So now I'm going to keep my left knee on the yoga block and my right hand on the yoga block. And we have a simple lift. Squaring your shoulders and let it go. And lift. And let it go. And lift. And let it go. Lift one more time. And let it go. We extend in the opposite leg and opposite arm. First we lift. And then extend. And bend. And bring it down. And lift. And extend, keep extending and reaching your arm and your leg away from each other. And bend. And bring it down. One more. And lift. And extend. Long leg, long arm. Keep reaching and bend back. And down. And we have lift. And extension. Now your arm goes back, your leg goes forward. Keep square. Bring it back into the extension. Bend and release it down. And repeat. Lift. Extend. Circle your arm back, leg forward. Bring it back into the extension. And down. And lift. Extend. Bring your arm back. And extend. And down. Now we're going to lift the knee off the floor, off the yoga block, sorry. And if you can, you extend the leg. And if you can just stay there, or you can let the fingertips slight touch, or you can extend your arm and bringing it back. And repeat again. And lift. And down. And the secret is here to really use the standing leg for balance. So if you can keep the weight on your heels, just slightly bend your knee. So make sure that your leg is strong here. So you don't have to extend. Let's do one more. And just have fun. If it doesn't go away like you want it, maybe eventually it will. Good, and back in. So now I think we are ready for balance. And so the higher is your standing, yes, the more challenging it is. So I'm stacking 2 yoga blocks. While you're stacking it, I'm going to bring the screen just a little bit. So I'm stacking 2 yoga blocks on top of each other, but you don't have to. You can just have 1 yoga block, or if it's too much for you, you can also don't use the yoga blocks. It's also challenging. So I'm going to bring my foot on the yoga block and I'm bending 2 legs. I'm bending 2 legs and I'm assessing my hips. So usually your hip can hike up like this. You don't want that. You want to really drop that hip down. Clasp your hands full so that your elbows wide and you have a volume in front of the chest. And then you're using the back of your heel of that front leg, pushing down, and using the back of the heel of the leg which is on the floor, you slowly lift the leg off the floor. You're standing here, you're checking on your balance, you're trying to use the back of your leg, and you really try to relax the hand and dangle the leg which is down. So you're not gripping this leg. And then you slowly, with control, bring your toes, ball of your feet, heel down on the floor. Again, if the heel of this leg is lifted, that's okay. You can still lift the heel, and then as you're coming up, you bring the heel down. So we push up, we dangle the leg. It's kind of nice and lazy here, but the standing leg is balanced. Good, and we come down. Again, and up. Find the back of your heel, weight evenly distributed between the ball and the heel. And you go down. You're not piking up yourself to come up. Yes, you go directly up like you're jumping. Good. And then feel your toes touching, feel the balls, feel the heel, and shake your leg. Let's find another side. So two sides can be a little bit different, and it's okay if you are losing the balance. Sometimes let's have fun. So it's not that serious. Yes, we lose. So again, check on your pelvis so you're not hiking up your hip. You're feeling the heels, the weight distribution more on the back of your heels or between the heel and the ball. And peel yourself up into the standing. And then go the free leg. So it's then going down, it's relaxed, it's long. And then find your toes, the ball, the heel. And again, you're jumping yourself up and you're leaning yourself down, dropping the hips and jumping up, standing tall with volumed arms, and then down, down, down. Really nice, shake your legs. And then here we're going to clasp the hands and place them behind your head. And just want to demonstrate you while I'm still on the floor. So we are going to find the standing leg and you're going to lift the leg off into the bending of your knee. So here, but you don't want bend so much that your hip is coming up here. So if you're here, that's fine. If I can go a little bit up high and keep maintaining my pelvis level, that's awesome. But if you feel that it takes you slightly up, keep your knee low. So place your foot on the yoga block, find your hips, and then spread your elbows and feel the back of your head aligned with your tailbone. And then come up, feel the back of your leg, and then slide your foot up. Try to pick up one focal point so that it's easy for you to balance and release, slow and control. Again, and up, find your balance, bend your knee as high as you need to, and then slowly in control, bring your foot down and up, bend your knee and down, and let's do one more. And feel the back of your leg. Good. And down. Good. And shake your leg. And shake your arms. And let's find another leg. So when I feel the back of your leg, I mean exactly that portion of your leg that engaged as you're coming up and as you're coming down. So find the occipital bone, the back of your head, aligned with your tail, elbows wide, and up. And bend your knee as high as you can. And going down, feel the back of your leg working, and feel your weight even between the front and the back. And releasing down. We can use the breath, we can exhale. And it helps, and we can exhale down. And we can exhale. And we can exhale down. Good, release your arms. So we're getting a little bit more into the challenging sequences of the legs. So do whatever you can. You can always take a break and just watch. Good, so the key is here again, find a nice stable standing leg with support of your hamstrings and your glutes so that you will not be that shaky and tired. And we're coming up. So we have the bend of your knee. And now we have the bend, the standing leg, and extend the front. And bend it back. And keep your hips even. Good, and then extend your leg and little pulses. down, 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 and extend one more time. And let's rest and let's bring it down. I'm going to rotate my yoga blocks this way so that you can have another piece of information. So when we extending the leg back, it's okay to shift your weight slightly forward, but it's not okay to arch your low back to lift your leg higher. So we have here, we are going to find the balance, the bend in the leg, and feel that your pubic bone goes forward as you lean in a little bit and back into the bending. And the lift of your leg can be very small so that your lower back is still have a nice elongation. And still you have that balance position so you feel how much you can bend and still feeling your glutes here in the back of your heel. So that it doesn't go in your knee. So the front of your knee is not in pain. You're even. And we stand here, up. And now the pulses will go up, up. You can extend your arms up. Keep your weight on the back of your heel. Good, and then come back. And release and come down. I'm going to change the leg. And come in up. Extend the front leg and bend the standing leg. And do it again. And 3. And we have last one. We stay in that here and we pulsate. You feel in the back of your leg, the glutes, the hamstrings. Good, and come back. Let's stay there and immediately extend your leg back. And bend. And pubic bone forward. And back. Slightly leaning away from your leg. And last one, we stay in there and release your arms and pulsate your leg up. Up. Up as high as you can. Good, bring your leg back up. Again, feel the back of your leg and down. And you might feel that the front of your shin bones and ankles are burning. That might be the indication so that you're not using the back of your legs enough. So, and here we are going to continue with that idea of bending and extending, and we're going to add the circles. So we have extending and extend and circle. You can be bigger if you want. You can be smaller. Do what you can. Keep your hips square, especially when your leg goes back. You can feel it. And extend your leg back. Find the back of your leg. Circle. And up. And second one. We have the third. And we have a last one. Good, good job. And release your arms and step down. Shake your leg. Good, and then change leg. And grow tall. Bend. And circle. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Legs goes back. And 1. And 2. And 3. And if you're losing balance, that's okay. And 4. Good, and step back and shake your leg. You're making this sequence a little bit more challenging. Again, modify it as needed. So we're going to step up. You're extending your arms, you're extending your legs like this. And now you're going to cross your leg over. Send your sit bones back. And release your legs, leg and your arms again. Good, and again, bring it across. Bring your hands together, send your sit bones back. Open. And cross. And open. And one more to cross. And just open. Find your balance and step down. Change legs. And come up. And actually come down a little bit because I think that my torso a little bit hanging over the yoga, my arm block. I don't want that. I want to feel where my leg is, my foot is. So it's more in the middle and go. That's better. And release your arms and release your leg and you cross. You can slightly bend, that's okay. And release. You can bend more. Keep reaching your sit bones back. And release. Balance is always a fun. And release. And one more. Release. And step down, shake your leg. So we have more challenging balance coming up. But you can just stay with whatever is comfortable. So we have coming up. We are going to bend your knee and we're going to bring it all the way up. You're rounding your elbows. You're keeping your chest open and you're looking at one focal point. We're rotating your knee out, your arm out. You're dropping your sit bones so that you're not hiking the hip. Your knee is reasonably open. You're going to find the foot. Good, and bring your knee down as your arm is reaching up. Good, and then release and step down. We repeat it on the other leg. Up. You can be staying here too if it's too hard for you to lift your knee. Make sure your sit bones, both of them are reaching down. Keep finding that standing leg. Open to the side. Bring your knee down. And release. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Bend your knee up, round your arms, drop your sit bones, feel the back of your body. Keep breathing. Open your leg and arm. Don't lose the back of your leg. Bring your knee down as your arm is reaching all the way up. Find the up position. And release, step down. One more side. Feel your foot on the yoga block and up. Get that thigh bone rest into your hip socket. And then open. Your thigh is still resting in the hip socket. It's dropping down. Your tail coming down and a little bit forward. Then you do that pose. And remember, the balance is always dynamic thing. So if you're rocking yourself forward and back, that's normal. So there is no like a still. So your body is adjusting to that balance. So we're going to, you can repeat what we just done or choose anything. Hopefully you're not quitting yet. And we continue adding on and find where you are. You can find your knee. You can just extend your knee here. You can come to your calf or to your ankle to extend your leg. You can stay there. You can keep the standing leg bent or you can extend it. Good, and we continue. Whoop. Finding balance. Good. Extending your leg back. And release. And step back. Repeat it on the other leg. Find where you are. You can stay there or extend the standing leg. You can just do this. Push the foot into your hand. Good, and release. Let's try to do one more time. Forward. Side. Back. And release. And again, if you feel that you're losing the balance, that's okay. You just have 2 yoga blocks or 1. So hopefully it's not that scary. So we can come up. Good, and then continue side. And we did that. Good. So we're going to bring 2 blocks open, not so wide, just slightly wider than your shoulders. Going to reach your arms up, and you're starting by curling from your head, your solar plexus, your navel, your tail is still pointing down as you're arriving, and then bend your knees, drop your pelvis, and place your hands back on the floor. If you need, you can bring them on the yoga block or on the floor, and then roll up. Now curl from your tail all the way up to the head, and repeat again. We are going to curl down from your head, but your tail is still pointing down. And you arch. And you curl from your tail all the way up and open. You're going to curl. You can keep your knees bent if you wish. You can be just here. Keep dropping the tail down so it's not a flat back. And we're going to walk yourself to one leg. And again, modify it for yourself. You can bend both legs, you can bend one leg, but give yourself nice lean away from your arms so that you can really open up the outside of the opposite side. And you keep hollow in your belly, rounding your spine. And you rotate yourself to the other leg. And try to keep your tail still in the center so it doesn't go this way. And just go sideways. If you can't hold your hands on the floor, you can use the yoga block. You can use your leg. And let's walk again. Nice opening. I wish I could do it every day. And go. And then slowly roll up yourself. And then bring your arms out and up to the diagonal, high V diagonal. Your arms are reaching diagonally down, your arms are reaching diagonally up. And you're reaching so much down, so to almost feel the center of the earth. And you're reaching so much up, so that it feels like you're almost touching the sky. You can wiggle your spine with ease. You have nice feedback where your pelvis, where your tail, where your pubic bone, where the back of your head. You're going to step back from the yoga blocks. And now try to maintain that sense of expansion. The space between your lower ribcage and your hips. You're bringing your arms down, but you keep that sense of reaching up. You're bringing your legs in, but you have that sense of reaching down. And thank you for sharing this practice with me. I hope you will practice it again.